In the United States, there are mainly two methods to install water supply in buildings: home run and trunk and branch. This video will cover trunk and branch installation. This type of installation is frequently used with rigid piping as well as some flexible pipe systems. We will mainly focus on rigid pipe used in this video, and we will cover supply after the water passes through a water meter. Material used in this type of installation includes different types of rigid piping suitable for water supply distribution. Some common examples are copper, CPVC, and PVC. Though PVC can only be used for cold water, it will not withstand high temperatures of hot water distribution. Distribution is frequently done under the flooring. This can mean under a slab. In this case, most of the work is done prior to the slab being poured. For crawlspace and basement installation, roughing is done after framing is completed. Coordination between all piping systems, such as wastewater, venting, and water supply is necessary, especially close to fixtures, to make sure space is adequate. Compared to waste piping, the water inside of the supply piping is pressurized, so this system does not rely on gravity to work, and pipes are usually smaller size than waste and vent piping. Water supply distribution in homes usually starts with branching the water supply in two lines, one for cold water supply, and one that will feed into water heating equipment. For areas in which water is considered hard, a water softener can be used before the water is supplied to most of the home fixtures. In some homes, some fixtures may not be served with softened water, such as exterior hose bibs and fixtures for drinking water. Some homes also have a whole house water filtration system at the initial distribution point, allowing all the cold water serving the house to be filtered for various materials like iron and other unwanted elements. After the water is brought into the equipment, the water supply continues with two main branches, one for cold water and one for hot water. Piping will be cut and assembled to serve all fixtures of the home. Most of the fixtures require hot and cold supply, with the exceptions being toilets and drinking fixtures, such as water filters and refrigerators, which only use cold water, and dishwashers, which usually require only hot water supply. Therefore, plumbers need to understand where fixtures are located in the home to be sure distribution is efficient. The ideal distribution would use the least amount of piping and connections. In a trunk and branch distribution, larger pipes serve different areas of the home, with smaller piping branching from the trunk to feed individual fixtures. This means that if there are two bathrooms on one side of the home and one on the opposite side, it is possible for each side of the home to have a piping trunk to reduce the amount of piping used, as well as labor and potential future maintenance. It is desirable to have plumbing fixtures to be situated close to one another. This is why we frequently see bathrooms being grouped together or near kitchen and laundry rooms. The trunk and branch distribution to fixtures is frequently run under the slab or under the flooring. When installing under the flooring, hangers are used to keep the piping in place. Water supply distribution in walls is usually only done as the supply approaches the fixture. We also note that any water supply fixtures installed in exterior home walls in cold regions need to be insulated or protected by insulation to reduce the risk of frosting damage or pipes bursting in cold weather. In small apartment complexes, a main branch can vertically serve multiple floors, with horizontal lines branching off to each apartment unit. Inside the apartment, the distribution is very similar to single-family homes, except it is normal to have piping in the ceiling of the unit below serving the apartment above. Finally, depending on the pressure of the water main line at the point of entry of the structure and the number of floors the building has, pressurizing equipment will be used to ensure adequate pressure to the top floors. Finally, when all water supply piping is installed, the pipes are tested, inspected, and capped off to protect from any debris and dust. After these activities are finalized, drywall is installed. Finally, we note that fixtures are only installed after finishes are in place, such as wall coverings and flooring, which will require the plumbers to return to the job site later in the finishing stages of the project.